back. We here to talk. Was apparently Big Ek, you know what I'm saying? The cat with the Big Mac, yes. Akademiks, they got me feeling like I'm Akademiks. Is going toe to toe with ScHoolboy Q. Blue Lips EP himself. I think it was Blue Lips, but anyways. Apparently, they go back and forth. After Q's Toronto show is subsequently shut down. So apparently the venue was like, I don't know, Drake and Live Nation, whatever have you. Apparently he's insinuating that Drake blocked him from doing a show in Toronto and saying, oh, Drake is blocking TDE artists from Toronto because of the old beef with Kendrick. I never thought this beef would just keep going and escalate. How did this Kendrick and Drake shit start? And we're just getting like sub beefs and sub articles and conversations about like niggas is eating for the year off this shit, bro. I'm telling you. All niggas really gotta do is cover this Drake and Kendrick shit and you good. And every other side thing that's going on and you're great. The whole leaker situation, like bro, it's crazy. But if you don't know what's up, what's happening, this big K.A. we back in this thing. K.A. too good, he sleep with a cut it up a turn, you know, the big dog, he won a ton. So let's talk about this shit real quick. Now Akademiks he talks about it. We already know one of the people in the Aubrey Angels, you know what I'm saying? He's a little biased when it comes to the boy. I fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? Visionary, inspiration to a nigga, but when it comes to Aubrey, he a little biased. We gotta keep it a book. He a little biased. With that being said, he had this back and forth with ScHoolboy Q. Now, me personally, again, Drake petty. We all know that nigga petty. I don't believe he would do that and get a nigga show blocked. I personally don't believe he would do some shit like that. But is it possible? Potentially. I personally don't know. I wouldn't want to say that. But hey, let's not act like motherfuckers in life ain't trying to block your blessings. Let's not act like Drake will never do that. I don't know. But anyways, let's see how this back and forth went about. So fans are not impressed with the news. Last night was not the particularly fun night for ScHoolboy Q. Overall, this is due to the fact that he was unable to perform in Toronto, Canada. The news came as a bit of a surprise, although as Q alleged. Also, it's funny that this happened, and there was a thing, I think Roddy Ricch was trying to get into Toronto for some bullshit. I don't know if he had a show or whatever have you, and he couldn't get in, and they were confused what the fuck happened. So, again, it was the Toronto police who ended up shutting down the show. They just canceled my show in Toronto, Q said on Twitter. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE perform. That is a crazy statement to just tweet out there, but hey. He subsequently followed this up by saying Top was just with Wayne and Baby. SMH Party Next Door just had a show at the Paladum. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did. Now when somebody get hurt, don't cry. First of all, this TDI fuck. What the fuck y'all gonna do to Lil Wayne and fucking a Baby, aka Birdman? What the fuck they have to do with it? Party Next Door fine makes sense. What did Wayne and Baby even say? They doing their little big time, like Hot Boys, no shit. They doing their little thing. Who gives a fuck about y'all niggas? Stop it. Anyways, and Birdman knows gonna rap for Drake. Like, come on. But anyways. The second statement was misinterpreted by some as an incitement of violence. As a result, DJ Akademiks decided to weigh in with some commenters of his own, sending prayers for peace and healing. Battle was good. Time to move on, he wrote. Mostly Akademiks has been on Team OVO throughout this whole time. Having said that, ScHoolboy Q wasn't going to let Akademiks get the last word on all of this. Sorry. I never said I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm saying if we wanted to crack it off, we could have. Let's go SMH. Q row. Rap and move on. Playing tough, gonna get somebody hurt. It's all good. I'm a soccer dad. Okay. Needless to say, the situation is a bit of a mess right now. There was no official explanation for the shutdown of Q's show. The fans are left to speculate. Of course, his TDE affiliation and potential sorry about this. Still getting over cold. Potential ramifications of that have been the prevailing theory. Having said that, it remains clear that Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef will not be simmering down anytime soon. Let us know what you think. Man, these niggas didn't really have a back and forth. Y'all just clickbaiting. Like, I'm probably going to clickbait this video now. Sorry, but they had to get my water in. But with that being said, we all know Akademiks loves Drake. We all know that. I'm not surprised he said this shit. Now, ScHoolboy Q. I know you did not. You did not say. You did not write down. You did not tweet. Or whatever X calls tweets or posts. Whatever the fuck y'all call that. But I still call them tweets. But anyways, you did not tweet. Oh, I'm going to do something to them. Like, you going to take their life or whatever have you. By the way, YouTube, I was calling that shit when he said kill. So leave me the fuck alone. I'm reading quotes verbatim. I'll send y'all niggas the article. But with that being said, but when you say, yo, we could have really pulled up on them boys and did something, I'm not saying you going to take somebody's life. But yes, there's some violence y'all talking about. You're alluding to that. Like, come the fuck on. Like, what the fuck y'all niggas talking about? Like, listen, as much as Ak is a big fan of Drake, we're not going to sit here and say that nigga put some shit on you that you alluded to that, my nigga. That's number one. Number two, again, Drake a petty motherfucker. I'm not going to sit here and say this man is not petty. I'm not going to do that. But I refuse to believe he got your show canceled. That's just me. I refuse to believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. It is what it is. Also, this is my one thing with people. Listen, I understand y'all from the West Coast. Y'all some niggas. I'm never going to disrespect y'all or test y'all gangster. But this is the thing. Y'all is not home. You is not on your home turf. Listen, y'all could think Canadian niggas is the softest motherfuckers in the world. That's perfectly fine. Listen, y'all, maybe you haven't went through more trials and tribulations as America than Canada has, and that's true. But, listen, you ain't from home turf. As Rick Ross learned, bro, you can't play in certain places, bro. I'm not saying you can't play in Canada, but clearly that was not one of them places you should have been on some shit. And clearly, bro, as much as you think Drake is soft or whatever, he's a colonizer, culture vulture, whatever have you. Again, bro, you ain't from here. So again, and maybe that would have been a situation where, even though your mans and Drake has a little issue, if Drake had a little bit of sway, maybe he could have got your show rocking. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't think he shut down your show. That's just me. Could he have? Potentially. I just don't think so. Because at that point, we just doing too much at this point, bro. They say there's casualties in war that are not the main people, but that's just doing too much. Now you fucking with people's livelihood and money. I don't really think that. And you was riding for your man, just like how Party Next Door would ride for Drake. Like, bro, that's just some simple shit. But hey, we'll see what happens with this little scenario. But what do y'all think? Comment down below, links in the description. Besides all that, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing out for today. I'm gone. Shalom, Zoom, peace, y'all, gang. Aye.